I took my uncle out one night, and I took him to L House. We got a few drinks. Then we ended up going to some spot called Mad Cats. So these two girls was like, "Yo, y'all should come back to my crib." You know what I'm saying? Smoke. Like,
no. Why is that bad? Shout out to Mad Cats. The way you said it though sounds terrible.
Yeah. Hey, look. So me and my uncle get over there. Hey, like the girl, like his phone ring. You know he got the. The homegirl, she was like, "Dang, bro." She was like, he got the old ring tone. He was not up to date, son. He ain't shit that man couldn't show me that night.
How old was your uncle, by the way?
Oh man, but my uncle like 60 something. but you know, he's still ticking.
I ain't trying to look. Still ticking. Shout out to my jury act.
Starring Timothy Brown, Cool Care, TK, Brittany Carter. Look up the history of this bullshit.
Atomo Chico. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Great Apes Cafe. Of course, we have Cool Cav, Queen Brittany, my homeboy TK, and Timothy Raw. We live and direct. I hope you like, subscribe, share. And today we're gonna be talking about some various topics. Just make sure you click that bell and subscribe. But who I want to start off this podcast episode with? I think we're gonna start this shit off with Cool Kev. Cool Kev had a lot to say today. He came here, you know what I mean, smiling like always, motherfucking frying chicken, eating watermelon, you know what I mean? No lie. The watermelon part is not true. But anyway,
fried Oreos is the
fried Oreos.
Shout out to Barbarian.
Shout out for fried Oreos. You know what I mean?
And shout out to the queen of the house.
Shout out to
queen of the house.
Shout out to my wife making the fried Oreos. I ain't even eating none. Yeah, but it'll go back. I'll get it.
We cheating diets today, ain't we?
Ain't no keto today. Ain't no keto today.
See, I ain't even cheat. I wanted one so bad. I was looking at it like, damn, that shit look good. I'm in here like, Lord, sweets is my weakness. I open the freezer, it's a cream pie.
See, a cream pie in the freezer.
Jeez.
I still go to Checkers for the little funnel fries. Hey, I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Y'all gotta taste
them things hit.
Y'all taste a blueberry funnel cake? That's a whole nother story.
See?
But Kev, let's start it off with you. I want you because you won't be last episode. You ain't been talking that much anyway.
Man,
so I want to start.
Tonight, man.
That's what's up, Kev.
Okay, it's okay.
I had to get that dirt off my shoulders.
That's right.
All right.
I've been going through a little something.
What you mean?
What you want to hear? Hold on. What you want to hear though? You want to hear a story or you want to hear my topic?
Both. But before you get that, how your uncle doing? Shout out to his uncle, y'all.
Uncle Kurt, man. I just called his son. He's still under sedation right now.
Microphone check.
My uncle had a blood clot in his brain, but they found it instantly somehow.
That's a blessing. Y'all look at statistics on that. That's a blessing right there.
My mom, actual brother, my Uncle Kurt. Shout out to his son Javon and my cousin Antonio.
Right. Aneurysms ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah,
but
prayers go
my
out
cousin
to him.
Antonio said that basically like he's under sedation, but my cousin Antonio said that he went and talked to his dad. You know what I mean?
Good.
Let him know.
Hey, he's there,
he's gonna be all right, Dad. And I was glad that his dad actually got to see his face. That giving people that extra strength to fight.
Right.
When you wake up, you like. You see something that you created, it kind of helped him get his mind back. So I'm hoping that my uncle get his mind back.
He will. I feel like
I'm just really like, I hope it don't really do like no serious damage, man.
Right.
Talking about a brain.
It all depends on how fast they found it. And I believe they found it early enough.
Yeah.
If it was depending on where it at in the brain, when you have an aneurysm, you looking at serious that you can have death.
But long as like my cousin was good, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie, man. I kind of got a little emotional for a second because I'm on this alcohol. Right. When I called him, like I was like, damn, I was just thinking about my boy, like, because my dad gone. You feel me? So like, You know what I mean? I just went and changed the flowers on my dad's grave today. I went and put some fresh flowers out there. You know what I mean?
Clean it off the grave and
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Make sure, my sister probably gonna put some out there tomorrow.
That's what's up.
But I just wanted to go and do my part, because she normally keeping up with it. So I was like, I told her I'm gonna go and maintenance it. You know what I mean? I put some new ones in there, took the old ones out. And it actually made me feel pretty good. I hope somebody do that when I'm gone. You feel me? Come by my grave, man. Change my flowers, man. Make sure they looking nice.
Right. If you have a loved one, and this is a new PSA announcement. If you have a loved one in the grave, definitely clean the grave off and have some flowers, show some respect, some dignity. If you have anybody who's cremated, do what's called the ceremony of the candles, and that's just lighting a candle to remember the loved ones, each loved one. You know what I mean?
I do that. My dad.
That's what's up.
Cremated.
Right. That's what's up. That's okay. I ain't the only one already. Yeah. But yeah, so you guys show your respect and your love to the ones who are no longer on this plane. You know what I mean? So, but Kev, what the hell been going on with your hands? Earlier you said, what's going on with you, man?
Yo, my hands still. I detail cars too, so like this is like a daily thing. Starting to really feel it. You know what I mean?
So what happened? Why your hands got fucked up though? That's what I want to talk about. I gotta get straight to the nail. We've been beating around the bush.
So first of all, this is what really happened. All right. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. So I left. I'm feeling real good. I just wanted to get my tacos like from the taco truck. And these Marine dudes, it's like it's like it's 6 on one side.
Wait a minute, talk about you had to get what?
I was trying to get my tacos, bro. My tacos. Like it was 6 Marines on this side, 6 Marines on that side, and the 2 in the middle was like fighting or whatever. So they kind of was rolling on the ground. It hit my leg. I'm like, yo, man, y'all.
Shout out to the Marines.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out to y'all.
Those serving
too. Y'all doing, man. You know what I'm saying? So they bumped my leg. I'm like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying?
So what did you do when they bumped your leg?
I'm about to tell you. Sorry. They bumped my leg, and I'm like, yo, man, y'all gotta like take that back. So I'm cool. You feel me? So I'm just like, I just really want to get my food. And I guess they ain't want to break it up, so they keep going at it. And next thing you know, like I'm already kind of like, intoxicated. You feel me? I'm not even tipsy. I'm not tipsy that night. I was intoxicated, and next thing you know, man, I ended up sitting my plate down because the next time they bumped me, I'm like, man, fuck. Like I was just like, fuck this shit. So I grabbed.
When you said intoxicated, you was just fucked up.
No, like I blacked out.
You was fucked up.
Like totally. Time they bumped me, I blacked out. I kind of just grabbed both of them off the fucking ground and I pulled them both to the curb so hard. Like I don't even know why I even did it. Like you know what I mean?
So you Soldier Boy, you
Incredible Hulk them, or you Soldier Boy?
You
grabbed 2 people once and just
I grabbed both of them, pulled them to the curb.
Ras loco.
And I pulled them both to the curb, and they was still like trying to grapple each other, right? So I was like, all right. I was like, what I said, I took my shirt off. I was like, oh, y'all think this shit a fucking game? So I grabbed one of them by the neck.
But nigga said he on John Cena. This ain't WWE, motherfucker.
I grabbed one of them by the neck and the leg, and I just fucking launched his ass over, threw him out the way. The other one, I slapped him on the collar, but by the time I had this shit balled up, I was already like, he was like, this shit was like, I fucking threw his ass on the ground. Like, I ain't gonna tell you no fucking more. Like, you know what I mean?
What the people at the club do?
Bro, the people at the club, I came the next day, I'm walking. and the club owner come out of nowhere, like he just walked me past everybody. He walked me past the whole line.
Nigga VIP, dog.
Walk me in the club. I'm talking about, I go in the club, everybody like, man, you alright? I saw you last night, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, that Marine all right.
Hey, look, that's how he was walking. How he was walking in the club, Kev?
Robot. Nigga said RoboCop. I'm done.
I'm walking.
Did his thing.
Hey, I'm talking about, bro, my man just come out of nowhere, bro, put his arm around me, walk me in the club. I'm talking about, every security guard was like, man, you know we got your back, man. We saw you over there.
They lied.
Because you know it was Marines.
Yeah.
So they were like, yo, we was making sure you was good,
You ain't
man.
get fucked up. Shout out to
but-
Marines. Shout out to the Army.
Shout out
to
to the
the
security.
Man, y'all
checking
hey,
on the
listen,
cool
man,
cat.
y'all got to be on each other's side, man.
Oh.
'Cause everybody ain't trying to hear that shit sometimes. You feel me?
Right.
You know what I mean? Y'all got to control the liquor, man. I know y'all want to fight and all that, but shit, some other people might know how to fight too.
Other people might know how to fight too.
I'm done. I'm
sorry.
Get some. So if your hand's fucked up, it's hurting. You got tendons in your hand.
Right.
Start it off with heat. I know that y'all be like, I know, especially those out there who's good with health science and shit. Start it off with heat, but end it with ice. Put your hand in a bucket of ice. Get it cold as possible. Cold as much as you can take it. Then take it out, and then you feel a difference.
Yo, I know it's one of those tendons because like I couldn't really like space them out at first, but I'm starting to get back a little bit. I think it's starting to heal up. And this side
It'll grow back.
The side of my finger kind of fat on this side, so I might have.
It is.
I don't know.
You know what else?
I just kind of mad at myself though.
Why?
Cause man, I was like I don't know why I fucking just grab them that hard. Like every time I try to be nice, I still try to be nice out the situation.
So you can't be
instead
nice.
of just fucking thrashing somebody else.
At least you did.
My hands would have been better like that.
Right.
But I'm trying to.
But
you did it the right way, doing that way.
You know, I'm trying to separate.
Grabbing them. Let me let you know
Yeah.
something. If you would have started really fighting it, they all would have been like, "Fuck this, we got to whoop this nigga ass."
Bro, I was trained for shit like that. I would have. Hey, them punches.
He trained.
Man, them punches.
So
would've,
Marines is trained to kill.
Bro, them punches would have turned into kicks. I'm trying to tell you real quick.
I forgot you.
I would have been round.
You took kickboxing, right?
I took mixed martial arts,
Oh,
but kickboxing is my favorite.
Mm.
Cause I'm short, so like my hands, the leg got the hand beat. You know what I mean? I'm short.
I'm done. I'm fucking done.
You know what I mean?
Oh hell no. Oh hell no. You can't underestimate that smile. That smile fuck your ass up. You gotta be careful, boy.
But I ain't out here like bragging that it's just like at the end of the day, I was drunk, bro. You know what I mean?
We've been there. We definitely
everybody
been there.
be,
I gotta sip to that right now.
They was fucked up. I was fucked up too. You know what I mean? They was fighting. I was about to fight too. Shit.
You know what you need, Kev? I got a tea for that.
God, what?
Turmeric. No, seriously.
Turmeric does, yeah.
Turmeric
take out inflammation.
Turmeric
See, I know.
have inflammation.
I'm on my teeth.
I ain't gonna lie. Turmeric itself have inflammation properties. But I'm gonna tell you what you really need. When you got an anger problem, is a control problem. You have an inefficient inability to control your emotions. I think you need to find a form of peace. You need a vacation from alcohol, from whatever the fuck you do in that daily situation. You letting the daily situation become a trauma. You need to vacate yourself from that. A lot of people fail to realize they think, oh, well, me staying at home, being off for the weekend, and just chilling. If you still scrolling on social media, you're not even vacating your mind.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean? Look, and that's a whole nother subject.
Right.
You need a real vacation. Go out there, smell it. This may sound crazy as fuck because I'm a city dude. Go in the woods. Go camping. Go to cabin.
Plan a retreat.
Y'all ain't ready for that. I don't think in my podcast, niggas.
We should go on a retreat together.
I'll go to retreat.
You down, TK?
I'll meditate.
Let's do it.
You can put me anywhere. I throw me in the jungle. I'm coming out with a lion, an elephant. I can handle pressure like that.
Yeah.
I'm worried about, can y'all handle pressure like that?
He said I'm coming out with a lion.
A giraffe, an alligator. You gotta have time for yourself.
You do.
I used to have a real bad anger problem.
Me too.
I got kicked out of anger management.
You got kicked out of anger management?
That's another story.
I made it through anger management. I made it through anger
That's
management.
another story.
Man, I used to throw chairs at my teacher, and that was in Alderman. Man, I was little.
PS 328 for me.
I love turning my rage and making other people mad for me. Like that's just
that's a reversal.
Yeah.
What's the zodiac sign?
Taurus.
Let me tell you something about Taurus.
Taurus
Taurus are very, 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 very loyal
and grounded.
But the moment you get on their shit list, they don't see They don't see.
Y'all don't like to forgive either.
Y'all don't hell no. They get them horns out.
I
They
feel
ready to
like,
buck,
I feel like
boy.
I forgive, but now forgetting is the hard part.
Y'all don't let nothing go.
Yeah.
Me and TK
It'd
supposed
be
to
like,
clash a little
remember
bit.
motherfucker 5 years ago when we went over there and you said that bullshit? I ain't forget.
At 5:25 on that Thursday.
Okay.
But
Now we all right, but I remember what the fuck you just, okay.
Yeah,
I'm a defender.
exactly.
I'm a defender. I'm Aries. Well, we Aries. We go to defend the Taurus now. You on their good side. They very, very loyal.
Mm-hmm.
But be on their shit side. See what happens.
Worst enemy you ever had.
Yeah, I get along with all signs. Like, and you know what? I just told a friend of mine earlier, like, that's a Taurus. I'm like, I don't know why people have such a hard time getting along with y'all, because I get along so well with other Taurus.
Right.
It's the cutoff.
I'm super
it
good
makes
at
it
that.
seem like there's
Okay.
the cutoff for a Taurus. It makes it seem like there was never any emotion in it at all, and that's what fuck it up for most people that deal with us.
Aries, I think if memory told me right, your element is fire.
No, we're fire.
We're
They're
fire.
Earth.
They're Earth. Yeah,
They're
that's
Earth.
why.
That's why they're so grounded. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
They have more emotional control than we do.
We don't.
But we're cool with anybody who's cool with us.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Until
You
somebody's
become
not.
right,
Yeah.
right.
What's your sign, Kev?
Cancer. I know that because my mom was a Cancer. Yeah, that nigga a Cancer.
Oh,
Let me tell you something about Cancers, though.
I like Cancer. You crabby, but I like
Crabby
Cancer.
as hell.
Yeah, I like Cancer.
And we ain't talking about crabs, STD crabs. We talking crabby the Zodiac. I know y'all niggas out there. Y'all be doing the most.
I wouldn't say. I'm not like
emotional.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
So when you pull that Marine out, that wasn't emotional.
Man, I hate to say it, but I feel like I kind of grew into another sign. That makes sense.
You're made of more than one sign, though. You know, you're your sun sign, then you have your ascending, which is your rising, then your moon, then where.
Cause like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I'm, like yo, I can be so cold.
What's
like,
wrong
you
with
know what
Cancer?
I ain't gonna lie, Cancer is. Let me tell you about
like
Cancer,
I'm talking about,
though.
bro. I can be like
a Cancer.
like,
If they feelings get hurt, they don't want to fuck with you no more.
Crab.
You what? You can't hurt a Cancer feelings.
Yeah, you can't.
You cannot hurt a Cancer feelings at all.
No.
I know this because my mom is a Cancer. When she found out I was moving out, she started crying. Damn, mama. You know, Cancers don't
like
be
like I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. Like this, for me, it's like when family do me wrong. Like I had this one cousin.
Oh, yeah. Family do you worse than
bro, I had this one cousin, bro. Like, bro, I'm trying to tell you, man. I was about to call the family, like, yeah, you know, like it's about to be over for this motherfucker. Like, you know, and nobody.
This nigga sound like he's on this Tony Montana.
Right.
Man, it just be like, I just hate when my own family do like, cause I'm like the most, like I'll do anything for my family. I just went and recently got my brother from Durham. Like he broke down.
Shout out to Buster.
You know?
Shout out to Buster, man. I know he
Shout
is.
out
you
to
know what I'm
Buster.
saying? It's just
shout
like,
out to Buster. I ain't
like,
gonna say your real
keep
name.
that shit 1,000 with my family, but boy, what? So I don't even really know how I be with somebody like off the street. You know what I mean? I don't. That's why I might be crabby.
I seen it.
I might be crabby because
Bro,
like, I ain't really trying to.
I can't talk about it in
too
detail
real with you because I don't want to be too fake with you.
Bro, I've seen it. I seen this nigga get really, really mad. I'm gonna give you a prime example. Shout out to my nigga Chunky. Chunky was doing the most the other day, last week. Yes, I'm throwing your news out.
That's my dog, though, man.
I ain't gonna say your own name, but you know who you are. He was revving up, revving up his truck all loud and shit.
That boy was so
my nigga
goddamn
Cool
drunk.
Cat said, man, Tim, you gotta go downstairs, man. This nigga got the game fucked up. So I put on my little flip-flop. I flip-flop my happy ass downstairs. I talked to my nigga, and I won't go into too much details, but
hold on.
this nigga Cool Cat was mad more than me. Like, I'm supposed to be mad, right? Because I can't tell you everything. I can't tell you the whole situation. Some of it is illegal, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe it is. Let you think. But anyway, what I'm getting at is this nigga feelings was hurt. Like, if the moment you heard of Cancer feelings, they get crabby. They ready to snap, pitch. Boy, I'm telling you, boy. Good God.
My dog.
He wanted to whoop Chunky ass. Chunky, when you see this, I stop you from getting the ass whooping.
My dog was
nigga.
my dog was talking shit. My dog was walking away from me and all that shit. He wouldn't listen. Keep pulling up his pants. Like, what you mean?
Hey, look, my nigga, this how I know he was mad. He brought it up 5 times. I counted. Cool Kev said the same shit 5 times. Nigga, I heard you. I fucking heard you.
I'm trying to make sure y'all somebody come get
But hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. That shit was fun. I wish I could tell you the whole situation. I can't.
Nah,
I can't snitch. I can't snitch. It's too personal. But let me go ahead and switch the subject. What's the tea for today?
Ooh, the tea.
What's the tea?
We got a bit of it. So, first of all, y'all know Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are engaged again.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I'm happy you brought that up. This shit, I ain't gonna lie. So if memory serves me right, please correct me. When her and Mark Anthony fell, she just jumped back on her bandwagon with Ben. Am I right? What?
She was just married to somebody else after Mark Anthony.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Who was the dude after Mark Anthony?
Alex Rodriguez.
Right.
That shit. I ain't gonna lie. Can I be real? Can I be real, y'all? Can I really speak real on the podcast? J-Lo, she just is a beautiful hoe. I don't mean no harm. Sis,
I can say
she a beautiful hoe.
Who had it before Alex?
No, did he? Ooh,
Drizzy. Drizzy.
You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on.
All right, y'all.
I
called you, but your number. I called the wrong number.
Y'all, I don't like J-Lo.
I learned, bleed.
I feel like she jumped from one. It just went back. She don't want to be single. I feel like if memory serves me right, please correct me. Leave a comment. She was in a relationship. She got dumped. She just jumped. Ben, I want you back, Ben.
But Ben might have wanted her back.
You think so?
Yeah, he upgraded the ring and went all out. Like I feel like Ben wanted her back.
I ain't gonna lie. I like when Ben was with Jennifer
Garner.
That
was like potato salad with no salt, and that's why he left her went for Jennifer. I'm gonna just make it clear.
Wait a minute, you ain't like Jennifer.
Homegirl was throwing it with this carne asada on that meat.
She played it Electra, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. You don't think you think J-Lo? Well,
she's J-Lo.
J-Lo,
she's saucy.
J-Lo, that sound nasty. When you say saucy with J-Lo, it's not the regular saucy. When I think saucy with J-Lo, I think STDs. I don't know.
Oh,
she just been around too much. I'm not trying to be sexist, y'all. I'm just saying,
she been around that bad.
She just been around too.
It's just been in the public.
Now you about to cross in the road. I was about to say
I'm
you
crossing up. You think so? Okay, maybe it's the alcohol, but leave a comment. Tell me how you feel.
Let us know how you feel about J-Lo.
Jasmine Sullivan said the hose is out again. The hose is back in.
Jasmine Sullivan different. Now that's some good pepper, right? I just don't like that saucy sauce of J-Lo. J-Lo just doing it.
But I can't see that go to standard though. I want to say something about that.
She like a taco packet.
Women do
sauce of the taco.
Women should have the proclivity to do whatever men do and not have to feel
right.
any kind of way about it.
You right. If you get with somebody and you realize they not the one, then you are free to move on until you find the one for you. Like,
on a serious note, y'all both right. I agree with what she just said. He said, what I'm getting at is J-Lo just to me look toxic. I don't see no difference between her and Jada Pinkett.
You know what though? I used to think Cardi B was toxic. Now she makes some goddamn sense now.
Cardi B makes sense.
Cardi
B makes sense. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Cardi B. I'm not mad at Cardi B. She do what she supposed to do.
Yeah.
She does.
I
love Cardi. Shout out to Cardi B. We love Cardi for being her authentic self.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, man. It be them girls of that ethnicity though that I just feel like.
Slow down, Kev.
You gotta be careful. What did you mean?
What you mean?
Don't be like that one dude on the podcast who said,
like, all right. So J-Lo is what?
Latino.
We're gonna say Latino.
J-Lo from the block.
She Rican.
Cardi B is what?
Rican.
But it's like, bro.
Don't do it.
I ain't saying like, yo, don't get me wrong. I love y'all, but I'm just saying like, man, y'all girls, y'all be having like good shit though.
What you mean, Yahoo?
Them girls.
Oh man.
So y'all. Okay.
Boy, nobody was gonna reach out and grab him. Nobody was gonna do
That's it. So if y'all want to know,
what's more tea? Give me some more tea.
If y'all want to know why Kanye West is not responding to the comments about his new album, Fivio Foreign says that he's on an island relaxing, clearing his mind, and healing from all of stress of society.
He needed to do that.
He appreciates the support of the album and the response. So that's where Ye is, y'all. He chilling on the island somewhere trying to get his
Thank you
head
for getting
together.
a
He need
better
to do what we need to
publicist.
do.
Right.
Nah, he just trying not.
Yes.
Like,
He just trying not to be like Will Smith.
It was like his publicist.
Absolutely.
No, real talk. It was like Kanye's publicist getting paid for all that. I mean, you got to think about it. They getting paid to pump whatever it is you want out.
Yeah.
You could have put a stop on some of that. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the things that was getting out. Kim Kardashian pays for terrible photos.
Nah,
you telling
nah.
me they don't? You know,
Good,
could
bad
have done
publicity.
some kind of reduction. Redactions.
You gotta understand, bad publicity is still good publicity.
Right.
That everybody think
But
about
to
how
an extent. You know?
think about how many times Kanye West comes up when you go on your Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or not MySpace. Scratch that. YouTube. That nigga say MySpace. Lord have mercy. That's the alcohol. I'm gonna sip some more of that. But yeah.
Sad news. Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Dwayne Haskins has died after being hit by a car.
Oh no.
Y'all,
So that's
so
unfortunate.
sad.
Very
That's-
sad. Very sad. Rest in peace. We sending lots of love and healing energy to his family.
That's some that ain't gonna lie, that's terrible.
Yeah. So sorry to hear about quarterback Dwayne Haskins with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm gonna tell y'all need to stop driving and texting. I see too many of y'all texting and driving. I'm letting y'all know that.
They just like
including people who drive 18-wheelers. You truck drivers? That's why I beat my horn. You can get mad all you want. Continue.
I yell at people that drive and text and I see them.
Hey, yo, they just up the laws a little bit on that driving and texting.
No, but people still got to do it. They don't give a fuck.
It's dangerous. So y'all know 6ix9ine announced that he is going back to NY. 6ix9ine says, I hope everybody enjoyed their 15 minutes, period. The demon is back, April 15th. I'm the beast. They couldn't contain the industry most hated animal. April 15th, the king of New York is coming back. I'm going back home. Ayo, gone. Don't get caught on replay.
No comment.
Straight from 6ix9ine.
No comment.
What?
He's going back to New York, y'all.
No comment.
Will Smith gets banned.
10 years.
She giving that tea right
That's
on
it.
69. No comment.
No comment. Just giving the tea. Okay? Will Smith gets banned from the Academy Awards
10
for 10
years.
years. This was their choice of punishment. Will Smith and his team has not given any response to
Don't respond.
what was going on. They have not responded to the Academy's announcement
Right.
of banning him for 10 years. So that was what the conclusion they came to. That was the punishment that he's been given for slapping Chris Rock on stage.
I disagree. They should have just gave him a $10,000 fine, a $10 million fine, and he should be able to come back. Not next year, but a year after that. 10 years is kind of exclusive. Y'all can make this man pay some money. He just won. Like, I know y'all like, don't come at this bag. Nah. Make that man pay a fine and 10 years is a decade. He might not even live that long.
Is that really going to stop him from making money?
No, he still make money. Actually, I think the smack made Chris Rock
Right.
some money.
It definitely did.
We're soon to find out. Actually, I
Yeah,
want to see
we are.
what the production companies do for the budget now. What's going to happen?
Yeah.
Right.
And then
I think Will
midst of
Smith
that-
gonna make some more creative.
Yeah,
stuff.
absolutely.
Yeah,
And
that's
Bel
good.
Air is taking off, by the way. His show,
That's a
Bel
good
Air,
show.
It's a phenomenal show. I've
It's
watched
serious.
all
Did you
10,
see it?
episodes.
I'm jealous.
It is really good.
Damn,
it is
I'm
not
so
like the original Fresh
No,
Prince
it's
of Bel
serious.
Air.
It's serious.
They've spun the story a lot. It's super intense. Jeffrey is a gangster. And just to throw this out there, Jeffrey is the real Jeffrey's son, the original
Oh,
Jeffrey's
that's
son.
nice. That's dope.
Yeah.
Shoot, that
The
is
Jeffrey
real.
the gangster that plays Jeffrey now
Is Jeff-
is the butler.
You got to
Jeffrey's
give me
real
something. How,
son.
what,
That's
how,
a good, Helen, my wife.
hold on, I got questions.
Mhm.
How is Jeffrey against the what? Give me something. Give me something.
Have
give me
you seen
something.
the show?
No, not yet.
Okay, so Uncle Phil is nothing like he was in the first
No.
in the first
They got some power
original
plays.
show.
Right.
Right. So Uncle Phil
He's a short
is
fella. I
still,
seen that.
Yeah, he's still in law.
Okay.
He's going up for Senate. Jeffrey is his right-hand man, but Jeffrey takes care of all the outside work, all the haters, all the
Yeah.
unleaked information. Jeffrey is that
okay,
guy.
all right,
Yeah. So
okay.
he's the one that handles
That's
quote
dope.
unquote
All right,
everything.
I'm gonna
right?
watch it.
Jeffrey is gang. So y'all gotta watch Bel Air. Shout out to Will Smith
Yeah.
for that. I
I ain't
don't
gonna lie,
want
that's
Shout out to
fire.
Johnson's Cabaret.
Right.
I'm still on that right now.
Huh.
Right. So Gilly the Kid, also Gilly the King,
Mm.
on Instagram. Y'all know who that is?
Yeah.
Get it, kid, of course.
Also ghostwriter for Lil Wayne.
Yes.
Right? Unfollowed Wiz Khalifa. He put out a video saying, Wiz, you my guy. I can't see you in your drawers every day. Shout out to Wiz Khalifa for posting videos in his drawers every day. Okay? I like it. So we going to keep that rolling. But Wiz also responded back to his comments saying, anybody that has anything to say about me being in my underwear at the gym, are you uncomfortable? Something's wrong with you. Okay. How y'all feel about that? Because they were cool.
I'm going to be real with you. Doesn't
Underwear
matter.
at the
Like,
gym.
let's be real.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. But
Doesn't,
they
like-
made a big deal out of it.
If I'm uncomfortable with another man being in their underwear in their own ecosystem, no matter where they at, just don't look.
Yeah, why? Yeah, I was wondering, like,
You
should
know
it
what I mean?
bother you?
If
You know
it
what I'm
bothers
saying?
him, you gotta peel that onion back. Maybe it bothers him because he might find that appropriate.
Or maybe
A little bit too
it
much.
bothers you because you were getting checks from two men kissing and stuff like that, and then you drop the label because they didn't pay you.
Ah,
But well, that's another story.
that's another
for another
story.
time.
Damn.
I love my podcast members. These niggas is
This
real.
shit cold.
Yes. Tory Lane's been getting clowned for this receding hairline.
I ain't gonna lie.
and bald
Tory Lanez
spot.
had a whole hair transplant.
Why he just
queen.
pull
He
a Rick
did.
Ross off? Like, I
So-
mean, Ross got all his hair back.
He did, but basically what he said, I'm fully aware of the bald spot in the back of my head, guys. I rap about it all the time. It's alopecia. What's the big deal? And posted a video dancing and laughing about it. So shout out to Tory Lanez for accepting his alopecia and not being offended.
It's alopecia for real.
This is what he said.
I'm about to
reporting
say,
the
is this
news.
about to be a thing?
Or is it
Okay.
transplant?
I
Or
don't
is
know.
it
I'm
transplant
gonna-
rejected?
I'm gonna let
it's a-
God have that.
Like, I don't know about hair transplant. So what is there any way he could fix it? Like,
Absolutely. LeBron James did it. Shout out to LeBron
I'm
James for the
saying,
hair
yeah,
transplant.
okay.
Absolutely.
Rick
They-
Ross got all his
ain't
hair.
gonna
Yo,
lie.
y'all ain't got no
Tory
excuse.
Lanez might not have LeBron James money.
that's true. Let me let y'all
There's
know
no
something.
way.
If I'm cranking, if
If I need some more hair for
if
more
I'm
than $1 million,
cranking this-
I'm tripping.
if I'm,
It's
You
not
right.
that deep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be who I am when I
Shave
look in
it
the
off.
mirror.
if I'm cranking,
Shave
if
it
y'all
off.
see me crank a Stevie Wonder, smack me. And that's not a
Yeah,
diss to Stevie
like-
Wonder. I'm cutting my shit straight ball.
Nah.
In fact, I'm getting my wife's snare. Put it right there on my skin.
On
That
the
should be-
sides.
Girl, I had that shit so on the whole head. If I'm
Yeah.
cranking a Stevie Wonder, that shit way back, click clap, push your wig back, father the tire bank headline.
Mhm.
I'm getting that shit straight.
There's
there.
plenty of things you can do being a licensed
There.
cosmetologist. I can let you know that
Right.
we are paid to create an illusion for clients, and that is very
I've
possible.
seen people do the what is
The
it?
tattoo? The little tattoo? Oh,
I
it's like
thought
a
it was
little-
paint. I don't know.
It
It's
is.
like a little tattoo
yeah,
and
it's
like
like
Oh.
a spray.
specific
My
type
man
of
had it
tattoo.
on there. I mean, for like
Hairlines,
2
all of
weeks.
that.
That's what I would do. No, you got one that's more permanent.
I was gonna ask, did it drip? But I don't know, man.
No.
You don't know until you know. You know what I'm saying?
They got a special tattoo paint that you can get it permanent. It look like hair follicles. Shout out to
Okay.
y'all doing that.
Dope.
That's a whole type of
Okay.
industry. That's
That's
fire.
all right.
Let me get bald. I'm gonna crank that.
Crank it up, right?
Things
I-
are changing, man. Things are
Right.
changing.
Y'all, JT and Lil Uzi broke up, and he is heartbroken. Okay, he's been
Hold on,
tweeting
what?
JT and Lil Uzi.
Hold on,
Uzi
what?
Vert.
Lil
He don't
Uzi
know
Vert,
you don't know who JT is?
Mm.
JT
City
from the
Girls.
City Girls.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not.
He's heartbroken. He said he's so lonely. I wonder if you would notice if I didn't exist. Just thoughts from Uzi. He also made a statement saying, I guess people just want to be outside.
My
So-
advice to him is this though. There's plenty of fish out there. Go
Plenty of
swimming,
fish
bro.
in the
Don't
sea.
let nobody
Let
hold
it
you
go.
back, man. Just go ahead, keep swimming.
There is daddy-daughter drama
Mm.
going on between Coi Leray and her dad, Benzino. So we know
I
they
do not
have a
like
history of
Benzino.
issues to social media. And on the day of her debut album drop, their beef sparked up. Benzino apparently didn't appreciate Coi mentioning he went broke when she was a kid, and Coi snapped on Twitter. Have y'all heard about it?
Let me know.
She went on a long rant.
She did OD.
I ain't gonna lie.
But
went-
I do not
went and
like.
watched.
I do not like Benzino. You can't be dissing my nigga Eminem and think I ain't gonna get mad. First of all, granted, he did say, I did hear that him and Eminem trying to squash beef with Eminem or whatever. Eminem, my favorite top 5 lyricists.
And you know what it
can't-
is? I've noticed because I actually did this to somebody last year and got into an argument with them this year. I called them broke.
You call him who?
I called him broke. I called the guy broke. And he actually is broke, you know. So I think when she called her dad broke, you know, saying I don't know what it is about some people. When you really broke, that's when you respond like that.
Because it's
If
real.
not, you don't respond like that.
Because it's real.
Yeah, because it's real. So
Money ain't everything.
I'm
money
y'all
is
know I'm
not.
broke. At
Money
this
is
table, I'm
not.
the brokest person. Let me tell you why. 'Cause
Okay.
even if I was making money, why the fuck I need to let the world know that I'm making money?
Right.
That's the problem with everybody. They want to act like they stunting. The only nigga who can really shit on everybody is like Jeff Bento.
Mm-hmm.
He could just come up here with two damn futuristic cars I can't even pronounce.
Right. So everybody's clowning the baby because they saw a video circulate social media where he was trying to pull a fan to kiss her in the face. And she curved him, right?
And he didn't know how to handle rejection.
He didn't. So he released another video saying, and with a different shot at a different angle, he tried to hit at the friend first, and then when he went to go to kiss on her, that is why she curved him. So he just wanted to give that explanation.
I gotta drink with some
when
more
your
of that.
Star
why
Wings,
it's not okay to grab somebody like this and try to force them to kiss you in the mouth.
Knowing that your mouth bit in the
Everywhere.
places that I can't even talk about.
And shout out to the baby
here.
because I love the baby's music. Shout out to Charlotte. I love Charlotte, you know.
He should have. He was better off. My advice to this though, not everything needs a reaction.
Absolutely.
You should have just.
He's
not
definitely
say
a reactor.
He just didn't say anything. Even if my feelings hurt, I don't need to react to it. And I'm learning that. The reason why I'm learning that, look at my podcast. Look at certain episodes where I shouldn't even react to certain situation. You know what I mean?
Right.
How the man feels about women has already been publicized.
Right.
I mean, settlements have been written. You know, I mean, paid out. You know,
Right.
Not surprising.
On another note,
she got a lot of tea.
I do. I have two more. I have two more
okay,
topics
you
I want to
good.
throw
I
out
ain't
there.
much of you.
So on another note, Krishan Rock and Blueface were reportedly dating.
Okay, who's Krishan Rock? Why that name sound familiar?
Isn't she a rapper?
Krishan Rock.
Oh,
that name sound familiar. I don't know the whole phone. Well, continue.
So his mother announced, she made a post on social media saying all these things all these celebrities that were still doing good in spite of all of the tragic things happening in the country. And in that post that she made at the bottom, she said Blueface and Krishan are insinuated that they were together. Blueface went and made a comment and said, "We're not in a relationship. Everybody's trying to put it, don't pay attention to that, And then he said, we were just dating. Mm-hmm. Krishan says he's out of his mind. She don't know what he calls dating, but they're not dating, and he's definitely playing himself.
Are we?
Definitely.
When you say Krishan, I'm thinking about the Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada. That girl?
Is this girl?
Oh, no, they ain't the same one. All right, cool. I'm about to say, dang, she's still around.
I'm going to say this, though. When it comes to parents, and I'm a new parent, so y'all got to make sure y'all reflect on what I'm talking about. If my child is dating somebody, I don't need to put my input all the time on certain situations. I do have an input, but I don't need to put.
You shouldn't even bring it up. Don't
Well,
tell your kids' business.
I'm not gonna tell. Why? It's none of your business.
Don't tell your kids' business. They don't trust you when you do that.
Right.
And they need somebody that. They
and I need to know. I want to be in my child business at least a certain percentage. I want them to be able to feel free that they could come to me, talk to me about anything.
Absolutely.
So I wouldn't have. That's crazy.
These parents aren't trying to be parents anymore. They'd rather be friends.
So, social media just destroys the whole dating type.
I ain't gonna lie. I went to a club and I saw a mother and a daughter at the club, and I felt.
How were they behaving together?
It wasn't like it was inappropriate.
Oh.
I felt disgusted. If I'm dancing on a woman, I'm dancing on a woman, and then the daughter's right next to the mother, and I'm like, and they tell me that, that's inappropriate. Not to that beat, not to that. No.
I agree. So just to throw that out there, look, my niece, and my new niece. Shout out to my niece Chastity.
Shout out to the nieces.
Yes. And her best friend are going out tonight, right? So the other day, the best friend goes, "Oh my God, Aunt Brittany, you should go with us because I'm like so cool, right?" And then my niece was like, "Hell nah."
Shout out to the niece, right? Right, though.
She was like, "First of all, no."
She's my aunt.
She was like, "What? She can't go with us." I'm like, what? Like, you grown now. I can't go with y'all.
Nah.
So tonight she's on FaceTime with my son because her and her friends are getting ready, you know. And my son goes, "Mom, you going to the club with Chastity and them?" She like, I'm like, no, I'm going with my own friends. Thank you. So,
but the weird thing
I get it. Yeah,
it's weird because I've been plenty of times to the strip club with my uncle. That's the weird thing. But you think I'm gonna go? You know, if I see, that's the weird.
Yeah,
sexism.
But auntie can kind of be like mom.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying. Like auntie can be like mom, especially in this situation.
Whereas uncle could be like brother. You know what I mean, big brother. Yeah. So
her mom is there, but I've been like. Another mom, you know what I'm saying?
I couldn't see that with my aunt.
Yeah, so she wasn't feeling it, so I get that, you know. And I will definitely not be going to the club with my daughter.
But check that double standard I just mentioned. I'm okay to go with my uncle to a strip club. Could you imagine me going to my aunt with my aunt to the strip club? Oh hell no.
Is it a double standard or is it the difference in the type of relationship that you have with an uncle and with an aunt? It's not really a double standard.
Nah, that's not I agree with you.
Yeah, the relationships are different. Like uncle don't really come to you like auntie does.
Nah, auntie be like mama.
Auntie
uncle
come
be like
to you
brother.
like mama, right? Uncle come to you like best friend. Like I got you, nephew. I'm gonna show you the ropes. I'm gonna teach you about the girl.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that because I took my uncle. I took my uncle out one night and I took him to L House. We got a few drinks. We ended up going to some spot called Mad Cats. So, these two girls was like, "Yo, y'all should come back to my crib." You know what I'm saying? Smoke. Like,
no. Why is that bad? Shout out to Mad Cats. The way you said it though sounds terrible.
Yeah. Hey, look. So me and my uncle get over there. Hey, like the girl, like his phone ring. You know he got the. The homegirl, she was like, "Dang, bro." She was like, he got the old ringtone. Like, he was not up to date, son. He ain't shit that man couldn't show me that night.
How old was your uncle, by the way?
Oh man, but my uncle like 60 something. but you know, he's still ticking.
I ain't trying to
still ticking.
Shout out to my geriatrics.
But,
I'm not being aged. We're not having ageism here.
I'm talking about he could not show me nothing, boy. You heard me?
Dang.
Hey, look, that's real though.
That's real.
If I pray that I live long enough to go out with my damn nephew and shit like that, they go, you know, that's
more life, Tim. Last but not least, Ketanji Brown Jackson becomes the first Black woman to be confirmed to the Supreme Court.
Yes.
Shout out to Ketanji Brown Jackson. According to reports, the Senate voted and appointed Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson to the U.S. Supreme Court Justice, making her the first Black woman to serve on the bench.
Yes.
We honor you, Queen.
Yes.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna lie, but she hard too.
She handled pressure like a submarine.
She does. Well, you know her husband is white.
Right.
I just love watching all them white men get angry and leave.
Yeah.
And Mitt Romney just sitting.
She be like, "Well,
shout out
sir."
to Mitt Romney.
Shout out to Mitt.
She be like, "Well, sir, well, sir, I cannot answer that." She just be like, "I'm talking about that."
Look, she let you know.
She was.
They have a whole
so on it.
They have a whole.
Y'all ain't watch that. Y'all need to go. Y'all need to go watch. That's
how. If this is a battle rap, she was
she's the definition of on your shit.
Yeah.
We're gonna take
she'll
it to
let
the
you know. She'll let you know
her shit. Okay. Yeah. And we love her for that. So
I mean, they was bringing shit up 25, 35 years ago. She said, they think that throw off guard. She was ready. I ain't gonna lie.
But she also recalled, like she took her time and recalled all the situations that he brought up and went in detail about what really occurred.
But when they start asking her questions, though,
if she couldn't answer, she was just like, if I don't know.
Because you know,
she know that Constitution. But think about how she referenced. You know how that preacher. Shout out to the real preachers who reference the Bible, not y'all fake preachers who don't. But she was referencing the Constitution in her arguments, word for word. When she did that, you saw their face. Did you feel that in it? That in?
Mm-hmm.
when you felt that in, that you can't say shit.
They
She was
had
referencing the
Bro,
Constitution.
they was asking her
choice
like,
to let
Huh,
her
she-
in. They had to
I mean,
give
I
her
ain't
the
never
seat.
heard
Yes.
you look at all the old school, the other people who got questioned, they never referenced the Constitution like she did. Look that up. I'm like, y'all know she know her shit.
Yeah.
More so than it. I think she's overqualified.
Yeah.
She really is. She know her
She's
shit.
gonna move up.
Oh, she has to. She referenced constitutional verbatim, word for word.
Word for word.
but she also know what she can and cannot respond to because they told her, do you know, like, being in this position, you like, if you're a Catholic, I'm a Muslim, he's a Jew, and
You know who gave her the most pressure? I'm gonna tell you who gave her the most pressure. When that black senator was up there being emotional, you remind me of my auntie. You remind me, and I agree with him. She hold them tears back. She wanted to cry.
She did.
She handled that like
Her
a fuck.
eyes watered up. Son.
Yeah. She was holding them back though. She was
It
like,
was
oh,
emotional.
she was like, you motherfucker. Hey, look, I felt that Denzel Washington vibes. You motherfucker. You hitting that nerve. But that's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Ketanji. Ketanji. I'm sorry, Ketanji.
I ain't gonna lie, I want to talk about this real quick, man. I just want to talk about this real quick before we go to the next topic. So, a guy named Amir Locke was killed by officers from a no-knock warrant, which was a regular warrant at first, but I don't know how they got it to the no-knock. But so you had a no-knock warrant. So you mean to tell me
the judge had to order it?
If I'm a licensed gun carrier, you walk into my house.
Why did they get a no-knock warrant?
No-knock warrant, right? You walk into my house. Yeah, I might be sleeping with my gun because I'm legit to carry it.
Right.
So, like, you know, these people walk into the house within less than 10 seconds, they already shot and killed a man because he's waking up.
Was it him that they were after exactly? I didn't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, how the world you walk into
can't
some
be
house?
surprised.
You gotta like you
Absolutely
no-knock warrant. Like, I just don't understand that.
I mean, I'm gonna tell y'all.
And why would they come at a time
before we talk about that? I'm gonna tell you why shit happened like this. Anytime, and I hate to play on the card of racism. That card is so like thrown around all the time. It's a great sadness.
It is.
The question I always ask is, and I'm not knocking my Caucasian friends, if he was Caucasian, would the same situation apply to him? If he was Caucasian,
they would have been like, no, get on the ground, put your hands.
Sometimes,
like, you know what I'm saying?
It depends on what demographic he's from.
It does depend.
It depends on what, because if he's from a poverty driven demographic, then they are going to kill the white man as well. So I feel like it is about, it wasn't once about racism, but now it's more about demographic and how much money you make and what community you live in and where you're from. Right. Exactly. So white people are getting
so it's not just racism.
Just to make that clear. Right.
What she said, another word is classism.
Right.
If a rich ass neighborhood, you balling, okay, I need to dumb my shit down. But if you're in a poor, impoverished neighborhood, then you're more likely to be a threat.
Absolutely.
Think about it. They had a no-knock warrant for the wrong individual.
Right.
If memory served me right. Wrong individual, and they killed this man because he pulled out the gun. And if memory served me right, the gun is registered in his name. He's following all local, state,
somebody
and
busting
federal.
Your house.
Out of nowhere.
Of course, you're gonna draw your weapon.
It will be me easily.
Right.
I got a samurai sword. I'm gonna cut your throat. Can you imagine? I throw it. I get shot like Denzel. You do the Harlem Shake right there in Training Day, right? What the fuck?
Yes.
But crazy. You broke in my house while I'm asleep.
Busting, yeah.
My thing is, look at the legality problems. I bet you the legal injustice will be like, well, we had a warrant for this, and it just so happened that this, and this, and nobody.
It was no charges filed against.
And your Congress.
I knew that. I'm not surprised.
And your Senate and your Congress have done nothing since Breonna Taylor.
Right.
What does that tell you?
And that Breonna Taylor situation is fucking devastating.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had a friend. I have a podcast member who said I'm the biggest feminist on the podcast, and I'm okay with that.
He is.
I'm okay with
They
that.
made more. They made more.
I'm the biggest feminist. The Breonna Taylor situation is fucking.
They made
terrible.
more things for the FOP and their union to shield them from those types of things or any liabilities against it. They didn't do anything to help the civilians.
And if you look at the situation and start really peeling the layer, you have to look at the why factors. Why he had a warrant for his arrest. And not only the why factor, once when they realized that they had the wrong guy, you mean to tell me the justice system doesn't give justice to the victim? He is already dead. The family's devastated, and they still not held to legalities to help them out.
Right.
The officers is not being held accountable. So he get to go back to work, right? He get to go back and kiss his kids and his wife while he had an okay warrant from the judge. It's okay to get that. Oops, pow, pow, pow. Oops, we shot the wrong person. And nobody get held accountable. So you kill somebody, he can't go out eat Chinese food, green beans, potatoes, and tomatoes. You can though. That's the way I'm not surprised. Look at the country we live in. We have to amend a constitution for us to somewhat fit in it.
And until we start putting in people in the place that can make those changes instead of getting the same wigs that have been sitting comfortably because they love the system and the way they created it. It doesn't matter if we get that. There's a step with Supreme Court justice, but we already had one, Thurgood Marshall. Yeah. How much did he do for you, for us?
Right.
It's where we get the ball rolling. We are the ground. There's no power without people.
Right. So we did get a better turnout for the smaller votes, for the House votes and the local votes, right? Mm-hmm. It was a better turnout this past voting session, but it was not where we needed to be yet. So more than anything, what we need to do is become more active in knowing who we need to vote for.
Right.
Actually paying attention to what's going on in politics and who's up and what their views are and what their beliefs are, and really, really advocate even harder to get our people out to vote.
Politics is so hard. I'm gonna tell you all the hard thing about politics, what I see. It's so much quid pro quos. You become a politician and you represent this stature for your people. But when that quid pro quo is presented to you, you change your morality, you change your ideology.
Yeah. And the sad part is that those smaller votes are actually way more important than the presidential vote.
Way more.
Right?
Absolutely.
Because these are the people that
represent your district,
right?
Who also represent your what is it? The council.
The council
represents the Senate. Represents all. The governor. It all comes together. But if the system doesn't, we don't try to get the people out of the system. The system's just going to stay intact.
Right.
The system is terrible.
Yeah, it's going to stay right intact.
Some people want the system like how it is. And I told my friend the other day, if you talk about, he was talking about racism and stuff like that. And I told him, if we, you talk about racism, if the racist man can sit back and let the system defeat you, that's dangerous.
I don't have a problem with the white man anymore. I got a problem with black people. Because how can you black out a day when your ancestors, your forefathers blacked out a whole month of not riding a bus and damn near bankrupt the whole state?
Right.
Facts.
We don't know our power.
You don't. We're not watching what the
I ain't gonna lie. Wait a minute. Time out. Look at that.
A lot of us don't know our
power. And that shit said power off.
You blacked out a day. and let me just say this. You caused we caused there was an economic
powerful.
Yeah, there was an economic turnout from that. They lost millions.
Right.
But you only did a day and y'all were back shopping on Black Friday. How you love that?
And I just want to throw something out there too. Okay, does everybody understand? And this just shifted just a little bit. Do everybody understand? Because this weekend was Azalea Festival weekend. And I had quite a few people that was asking me why I don't like to take part in Azalea Festival weekend. Is
Right.
everybody
As you should.
familiar of why, how
It's the River Fest for
Fest?
me, but
Well, Azalea Fest
Yeah.
Azalea Fest spun off of River Fest, right? So if nobody knows the story,
Go ahead and tell that story
let me
because
go
I know
ahead and pull the names.
that
'cause
story
I
is a
wanna
great
be
sadness.
extremely
it's the River Fest for
accurate.
me.
If y'all know about
The
River
Azalea
Fest,
Festival was for them to parade their
Separated.
their
Right.
their wealth and their slaves and all that, like what they accrued
what's
through
the history
that
of Azalea
time.
Festival?
So let me go ahead and throw this out there. I got the whole write up right here, right? So Wilmington, North Carolina, there was a white coup, aka the white supremacy, right? In 1898.
Right.
So there was a road called Negro Head Road. It ran from Point Peter in New Hanover County to Duplin County, opposite of Wilmington. North Carolina, after the Nat Turner slave rebellion in Virginia. So let me throw this out there. Nat Turner was a slave.
Right.
He was accused of traveling, and along his travel, him and another guy killing multiple white people, slave owners. He was accused, right? So that's who, just to throw that out there, who Nat Turner was. They called him a slave rebellion in Virginia. A similar slave revolt was building in Wilmington. A slave named Dave, who belonged to Sheriff Thomas K. Morrissey, was planning to march to Wilmington with a group of conspirators killing white landowners on the way. This was the accusation, right? In Wilmington, they planned to meet up with over 2,000 other slaves and free blacks to continue their killing raid. Dave was tortured into admitting that he was the leader of this revolt, and he and his accomplice, Jim, were killed and decapitated. Decapitated, heads cut off, right? Their heads were then staked on poles and placed along the road as a warning to other slaves. These slaves would be marched through the road, forced to look at the display as a clear threat of what would happen if them or any others misbehaved. In Wilmington, 15 blacks were arrested and 6 were found guilty and killed. Their heads were too staked and placed along the road, with one at Point Peter marking the entrance to Negro Head Road. This display was also used to warn children of how to treat whites and what would happen if they did not behave, creating a scared and submissive younger generation at the time. There was no proof that the men were involved or planning anything. They were beaten and tortured and forced to confess. They put their heads on stakes. So before they actually put them on the road, they paraded their heads on stakes up and down Riverfront Street here in Wilmington downtown. And that is how Riverfest started. Okay. So, yes, that was a very, very, very long time ago. But at the end of the day, I can't pay for your funnel cake when you started this by staking my brother's head. Okay?
Right.
So
right.
that is why I do not take part in Riverfest or Azalea Festival activities. If you pay attention, the young ladies that run to be Azalea Princess, they still dress like the old country belles that how they dressed back in slavery. So they kind of like keep the ideology, and then most of the people at these festivals are us, right? So it's just like, to me, a slap in the face. You know what I'm
But
saying?
there's a black queen this time.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
They just got the black. They just. Let me tell you something. I talked to a colleague. We're not friends. We're not. I hate to say even acquaintance. But what I realized, he supports the Confederacy like a whole lot, right? What hurt me the most that I realized, my producer over there trying to tell me to look at the camera. Don't try to. I got this, bro. I'm just thinking. I got this. Don't try to. What hurt me the most is North Carolinians' tax dollars. Doesn't matter if you're black or white. Pay for the Confederacy museums in the state of North Carolina.
Right.
And let that sink in. You can hate white people. You can hate racism. I ain't gonna say white people. You can hate racism all day. But your tax dollars in the state of North Carolina pay for the Confederacy history. Now, if you go to a Confederate history, you know what they're gonna tell you? They're not gonna tell you the whole history of slavery. They're not. when it comes to the Azalea Festival, that's a great, specifically the River Fest. Oh my gosh. The steak situation, shout out to the people who actually make sure that we change Hugh McCrae Park to Longleaf Park.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to that.
And shout out to the vote that took that statue down from downtown.
As my nigga Tim Joyner would say, fuck those statues. I agree 1,000,000,000,000,000%.
I'm with you, Tim. Absolutely.
Just to sign the system.
But when I found out the real history of the Azalea Festival and Riverfest, I haven't went in a decade. I just stopped going. Like, you know, I see some of my brethrens who don't know the history. And, you know, some of them say, oh, I'm just out here to have a good time. Mm-hmm. It's just like Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I really don't. Some of my friends may be like, you know, oh, let's do this. I don't really celebrate holidays. I celebrate the winter and winter solstice. I really do celebrate that. And that's another episode. But that situation which you just said, that's grievous. That's a great sadness.
It's tragic.
Yeah.
It is disgusting. And it is something that we all need to be aware of, you know, because this is where.
But can you hear the argument right now? I can hear right now. But Brittany, that happened years ago.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how it happened. Years ago, it started that way, and you ain't getting my money for your funnel cake. No. It's just that simple. Like, I'm not paying my dollars. I'm not buying a new outfit to go to this parade. I'm not going down there, up there, holler, hey, whatever. Like, it's just not going down.
But you know what? My podcast member, Cool Kev, went to the Azalea Festival.
Hey, I ain't.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I ain't judging you, Kev.
I ain't go to the festival.
Like Biggie Small said, if you don't know, well, now you know, nigga.
Hey, look, I ain't go to the festival. I went to the, you know, the activities afterward. Plus, I went to a local tavern. I went to a local 910, which is owned by one of my black homeboys.
Okay, that's different. Okay, I'll shut up.
So,
I digress.
Yeah, I just went to my homeboy bar, which I'm gonna probably bring on the show sooner or later. I
digress. You right? No.
Fayetteville today.
That's different. What you just said. I digress. Yeah. I subtract
because I said that too. I said, well,
my family went through race riots. My grandma. Remember looking out her house and seeing other people's house on fire.
Yeah.
My granddad was a soldier, so nobody ain't fucking with my grandma's house.
My great aunt was a Black Panther. I understand that. My great uncle was a Black Panther. Let me tell you something about black people in this America. We had to go. The realest parenting that I've ever seen in history was any parent that had to deal with slavery and Jim Crow. We come from the realest parents. I want you to really think about that and look up your history. Your history only tells you 15 to 20%. Dig into look at the diaries of the personal history. It would break your heart. It would absolutely open up your mind to soak in knowledge like a sponge. You have no idea what black people. We had to have a green book, literally a fucking book, to talk about how to move in the South. And if you didn't move that way, your chances of being lynched is double.
Right.
Florida had the highest level of lynching at a certain time than any other state. I thought South Carolina was the most racist.
North Carolina is actually one of the states that had the most slave plantations.
Oh yeah,
I can believe it,
girl.
Just to throw the clarity out there, what Kev is talking about, I believe, is Wilmington on fire.
Yeah.
So if y'all are not aware of Wilmington on fire, please research Wilmington on fire.
There was definitely still like sundown towns through 1942. Hey, shout out to the Lumberton, the Lumbies out in Lumberton, because they actually stood up against the Ku Klux Klan. They showed up on them while they was having a rally.
That's amazing.
And ran them into the river. Like Klan members just running. I wish I could have been there.
Yeah.
Just because that was their land. They wasn't letting nobody turn them away from, or get them out of there. Nah.
You know what? The sad thing is, I'm no longer fearful of the Klan. I'm fearful of where the fuck they get their white suits clean. Because if wherever laundromat I gotta go at, bitch, I don't want to go there. I'm letting y'all motherfuckers know right now. Let's be real. How much bleach you gotta use? on them white ass
motherfuckers
capes.
is dirty, okay?
Dirty.
Dirty.
That's all I want to say.
dirty.
Somebody.
motherfuckers,
Now I'll
okay?
be drinking
Yeah,
now.
Oh, it's street news.
That's it.
Street news.
Street news.
Bring it to the
Yo.
streets. Tell 'em.
I done seen it all.
I done it all.
Now I thought we was done. I thought we was done with making our people look crazy when we did now. Y'all had a rapper, Goon New, posted up in the club. Dead.
Wait, what? I thought that
Posted in
that
the
was real,
club.
though?
Dead.
That
I
ain't
know
real.
you fucking
They
That's
lying.
real.
turned, man, they were turned up. Like bro was on this.
No.
No disrespect.
That's not funny.
The man was dead.
What the hell? Do you know what I would have been like in the club? Oh, I'm leaving.
Yo,
I'm getting the fuck out
let
of
me
here.
look-
Y'all
black
doing too
people.
much.
So wait,
Black
wait. Time out.
No.
Man
Disrespected
dead. Man
dead.
dead
No.
as hell. Man dead.
Was the body embalmed?
It had
The
to
man
be.
was embalmed and all,
It
bro.
had
The
to
So
man
he's
was,
stiff in the club and they partying.
bro, partying, bro.
Was he in a
Man.
case or something? Yo,
So out the
you
box?
gotta be kidding me.
standing up tall?
Get out of here.
I thought him. Yo, I ain't trying to disrespect. God, I mean,
I
damn.
saw something. I
The
think
man was
that-
standing up like you know.
I
what I'm
didn't
saying?
think that was
He
real.
had the
That's
pack
real?
on him or something. Like the man was just
No, sir.
Hell no.
No for me.
Man.
yo.
What? Get the
Black
fuck outta
people.
here.
Damn,
Let me
man,
interject.
I go, man. This put me on the cast.
We
bro.
went
Make
from
me
shirts,
smile, my
the
G.
cutouts, to
Smile.
putting motherfuckers on
I got
stages.
you.
Yeah,
I got
cool,
you.
yeah.
Let me interject. If something if God forbid, if I break a bone, tear a tendon and ligament and die, just take 2 shots for me and bring some egg foo young.
That's
Chinese
right.
food. When you eat that egg foo young, just understand my energy. I feel you. But don't have I don't give a fuck about my this is your flesh. What we in, your flesh, your body. That shit is
It
just
was
like
a damn shame.
you have my body standing up. I'm hunting your ass forever.
That
Ain't
was
no
a
way in the
damn
world I want to be the
shame.
pop. Hell no. I don't care if females was twerking at that party. Fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck about that.
Hell no,
Yo,
y'all.
Can you imagine the level of the hypocrisy
What
behind that?
club they was at?
It don't matter, nigga. It don't matter what club, boy. Can you imagine the monstrosity?
Hell nah, bro.
The
Hell
dead
nah.
body in the club,
No.
bitch. I don't even want to be in the club.
I can imagine the drunk niggas
If I
trying to
walk
carry that
in-
motherfucker up out of there.
Yo, I'm intoxicated now. If I walk in the motherfucking club and I see a dead body, hey, Brittany, what's that? Oh, that's dead homie from back at he
Yo.
passed away. Bitch, we get the fuck.
We get the fuck out of
I
here.
got-
Meow. Meow.
TK,
Okay.
what's that right there?
Yo.
A dead body. Gav, what's that right there? Oh yeah, he passed away. That's it. We getting the fuck out of it.
I ain't never in my life. Never.
It's like the new
I
trend.
can see
Because
Tim
I
right
saw
now.
where people were. Did
Hey,
you see where a
look,
person was
hey.
dancing? The people was dancing
Hey,
with that
hold
man
on, hold on.
casket. That's
Yo,
like
I was,
No,
the
no, no.
I was
I
done
can
with
see
just a
Tim-
picture.
I can see
I
Tim
couldn't
right
watch
now,
the
boy.
video.
Just give
I
me
was
2
done with the
bullets.
picture.
I
That
don't
was
even want my. I
Oh
don't,
Lord.
just
Oh,
cream
That
my-
boy Tim drive out that bitch so goddamn fast.
Good God, that
Well,
body.
now, speaking on that, how do y'all feel about
Whoa.
people performing ceremonies like how you were just saying, people dancing with the casket? Some people pay professional mourners. How
That's too unnecessary.
would you go all the way out?
You know what?
I don't want my friends to go into debt over my dead body.
You know what?
This is a vessel. Cremate me. Destroy this body, right? Throw my ashes in the sea.
you when people do that, understand that this is for them
Yeah,
and not the person that has left.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they are the ones that are needing to do this.
That's
It's
doing
not.
I don't know who
it's
Mama
not in
Minded
my
was on.
ideology to want to take the dead and bounce them
Yeah.
around. I have taken several losses, y'all. Like several. I've taken a lot of losses, right? And never one time, in me did I need to take it to that, to deal with the loss. So I don't understand it. I don't have no understanding of it.
I ain't gonna.
But it's like, okay, whatever y'all need to
That's
do.
too
'cause
much.
Just
to me,
take-
it's too much. But hey,
That's too much.
Just take 2 shots for me and eat some motherfucking egg foo young. That's all I need.
What about you, Kev? How you?
Aaron, hear me out. This is my will.
This is the egg for
Don't
me.
have look. Don't have people there who have
You want them to go all out?
Don't have.
I'm gonna tell y'all, like,
Don't do that for me.
My family just do this, right? So, like,
let me drink. I gotta drink.
When we have definite family, yeah, we mourn, but we party for that individual.
Right.
We don't
we ain't
post
gonna
them in the
let-
club.
we
Like,
ain't gonna
Right.
We ain't gonna
And
let
what the haters
This
is.
celebration because y'all
we celebrate
celebrating
the life of that person. We talk about the good time. Everybody get together. We talk about what they used to do when they was little.
Right.
And some of
But
the
see,
most
get yourself a
funniest
will.
times.
I have myself a will. I don't want. But I saw my grandfather-in-law. May he rest in peace. I saw people there who act like they was. Oh, we miss you, bitch. Where the fuck you was at when he was in the process of dying?
Yo,
They act like, no, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I want my immediate family, That be everybody in my household, my podcast members. And that's it.
I want that New Orleans
I don't want,
turn out.
and I don't want to be crying. Look, let me tell you
I
something.
want
You
the
want
New
us to bounce
Orleans
you
turn
around?
out. That's right. Y'all play some Soldier Slim,
Play
bump
some-
some BG and song. Drop
play
me
my
down
own
the street,
music.
you know what I'm saying?
You
Don't
want
drop
us
me
to
down
rock you down.
16th
Hey, look,
Street
play
one
his
time.
That's what he
mixtape.
wants. That's
Play
what he
his
wants.
mixtape.
That's what he wants.
I want to make history. I want to be the first nigga to pull a Brinks truck up to the goddamn to the graveyard. Y'all can throw
The Brinks
500
truck?
in it, but you
it.
got just throw 5. I just want to be
That's
the.
it.
I'll be okay
Hey,
if
money
your
is
mama
fluid.
find me.
Fuck it.
Everybody
We
said
gonna
they ain't
do
never
it.
seen nobody pull a Brinks truck up. Pull the Brinks truck up.
That's
it.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's it.
You either cremate me or mama find me in Egyptian fabric. But I'm like, right now. Either
Ain't gonna be
cremate
about
me,
$100 going in there, but pull the
cremate
Brinks truck
me.
up.
One time.
Mama find me in Egyptian fabric, drink 2 shots of anything, and eat some motherfucking egg for young.
I'll tell you what I told my son. Because my son he'll be 16 this year. He asked me, like,
Shout out to my 16.
yeah, shout out to my young king.
All
right?
Shout out to the king.
He asked me, honestly, you know what I told him? Do what you want to do. I'm gonna be dead, bro. Do whatever is gonna make you feel at peace, at comfort. Cause I'm gonna be at peace.
right.
Let me
When
say,
it's time for me to go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna lie, I don't really have any specifics on what I want done when I leave.
right.
Because when I leave, it's gonna be a celebration. I'm not rushing out. More life.
I
I'm
want it to be
speaking it.
celebration.
But when it's my time, let it be a celebration. And I want my kids to do whatever is gonna make them feel
there you go.
good.
Let me-
You
right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? Because
Let-
I'm gone.
Let me let y'all know something though. I feel like Westerners, not the Eastern culture, not Asia, not Africa, Western culture. When somebody die, y'all cry too much for me. Death is not a sad thing. It's actually a great happiness. You're no longer connected to a plane of pain. Let that sink in. You don't have to worry about unnecessary shit. When my mom passed away, the hardest thing for me wasn't my mom death. The hardest thing for me was seeing the pretend gestures of admiration and hidden agendas. That was so painful because when I saw my mom got shot by the police 2-3 years prior to that, where y'all was at? I don't want that fake love. When I saw my grandfather passed away, my grandfather-in-law, not my grandfather. When I saw my grandfather-in-law passed away, I saw so much fake love. Let this be my will. Immediate podcast members, that's it. And the immediate family. I don't want, if my friend said if you ain't see my friend who's around in about 5 years, don't come up here crying. Cry on your own time. Light a candle on your own time. Don't come to my motherfucking. And I don't want no open casket. Cremate my body expeditiously. Turn me to ash. Ash to ashes, dust to dust, right?
That's right.
Don't be crying over my body. I see so many niggas blowing boogers and shit. Fuck that shit. Don't blow no boogers over my body. Cremate me expeditiously. I want to be close to ash as possible. Throw my shit in the sea. or don't, like I ain't on that other shit.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Some of my, I'm just
laughing because when my dad passed away, like I literally got weak and just fell. You know what I'm saying? Like and you over here like, don't cry for me. I still
don't cry. Like it
right,
should be because I'm no longer in pain. I ain't worrying about bills.
It's not that though all the time, no, Tim, because I don't even cry. Like my dad had cancer and he went through a battle for 3 years with his cancer. Right. And then he was in Panama. So we could not be with him all the time. Me and my brother and sister definitely took a trip and, would go visit my dad and be with him. But our relationship was primarily through WhatsApp. And before my dad knew how to text, he would speak his messages and send them like that. So it was a lot. But I had to watch my dad, decline by video, you know what I'm saying? And then when he passed away, which we knew it was coming, right? But my dad was young, he was only in his early 50s.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and he died from prostate cancer, not prostate, colon cancer, right? Which is not, it's one of the better types of cancer to have, but being in Panama, the medical care is nowhere near like it is in the United States. And he just couldn't get the care and all of his expenses had to be paid by money because they don't have Medicaid and Medicare and things of that nature. So primarily my brother was paying for all of my dad's doctor visits and trying to cover his bills because he couldn't work, it was expensive, but not United States expensive. Right, like my dad's mortgage was only a few $100s a month.
Yeah, if you go to move to Panama, you can have $50,000 to live like a king.
Oh God, yes, yeah. That's so facts. I watched my dad decline through video, but he still was in high spirits. My dad was a super jokester, a big clown, always in good spirits. But when he passed away, his wife video called with him. They're gone. Right.
My condolences go out to you.
So when it was like, I know you're not supposed to, and I have taken a lot of losses, stepmom, granny, boyfriend, cousins, things like that, friends, and just my dad. Like I am not wishful that he's still here dealing with that at all.
Because it's too painful.
I'm not wishful of that. I don't like cry because I want him here, but that was my biggest supporter. He was the one person that had everything positive to say to me, no matter what bullshit I did. He always found a way to flip it around. No, baby, because you this and you can do this and whatever you put your mind to, and know these kids are a blessing. Don't be thinking negative. I went through a lot of changes. So just not having him in my presence, even just by video, you know what I'm saying? Makes it like, I don't wish you were here, but God knows I just miss you so much. But you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Right. But do you notice it might just be a me thing, but do you notice a trend when it comes to the pure souls, beautiful souls, they have to leave first? Have you noticed that? Or is it just a me thing?
I can say that my dad was very loving. He was he was a dad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My dad was a dad. And he taught me so much in my life, always been my ear. But I can't lie, like my dad did a lot of stuff in life,
Right. The good, the bad.
Yeah, he did a lot of good stuff, but he also did a lot of things that don't bring that the health to your life.
Right.
So what I feel like is that, we may adapt and become better people later in life, but at the end of the day, karma is guaranteed just as much as life and death is. So
yes, Lord.
That's just the law. That's the law of science.
Yeah, that's
the law of religion. That's the law of spirituality. And whatever you put out is definitely going to come back, right? So my dad did a lot of things, and he did those things trying to protect and provide and be the man that he was taught to be. But my dad is from the jungle.
That's right.
Cologne, Panama. My dad kills lizards, skin lizard,
turtle, iguana is good.
Iguana, absolutely.
Iguana is good. Y'all ever had it? I'm gonna let y'all know that shit is so good. My dad from the jungle,
swing from trees, my dad was that.
Right.
And he was a gangster. At the end of the day, when I was a young girl, he was not one. And when I go to New Jersey, me and my siblings, people in South Jersey from where we're from, They knew my dad. They still respect
I
us.
keep
like,
forgetting she's from South Jersey.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jersey City.
Shout out to South Jersey.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to-
to Cape May County, Whitesboro,
Uh-huh.
Wildwood, Rio Grande, big ups.
Shout out to Lafayette
Pana,
Projects. Lafayette Projects is no longer standing, but shout out to Lafayette. That's where my mom grew up. But yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. So I can't necessarily say that, because at the end of the day, I know what truly causes illness.
Right.
And it is housing low frequencies in your body from your emotions, from your thoughts and things that you've done. So if somebody has cancer, it has definitely come from something that they have within.
Right.
Right. And I can't do anything about that, So I don't really think it's all the good people die young. I don't think that's the case. I think that a lot of good people are good people because they have done some fucked up shit in their life and they learn from it.
The learning factor is
Right.
Pain is necessary to
Saints
grow.
were just sinners.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pain is necessary to grow, but I guess it's a perspective of mine. This is, I guess, where I disagree with my podcast mate.
For once.
For once, I really realized that for me, it was a lot of beautiful souls that get taken away at a young age. My podcast mate, who's my producer, DJ Barbarian, his mother was absolutely down to earth. And she taught my mom how to play the drums. And of course she's a Caucasian woman, but she was a strong Caucasian woman. It wasn't like
she was a queen.
She was a queen by the purest definition. You know what I mean? And my producer may feel some type of way of me bringing up his mother. He better bring me outside and we can scrap and I whoop his ass because it's some real shit. And but it's facts though. I feel like for me, the pure souls get taken away early. And even though you may say, yeah, your dad did this, and this.
Yeah, just speaking on, just referencing my own.
I don't know the whole
dad,
story, but I'm going to say this though. Pain is necessary to grow. Sometimes us as men do shit that we shouldn't have no business to do, but it's a learning effect.
Yeah.
And it's a pain that you had to go through.
Yeah.
For some reason, or they had to go through. For some reason, that's unbeknownst to us. We don't know everything, but it's, dealing with death is a very personal thing. I feel like for a lot of people.
I do. I also think that if when it comes to like good people, on another scenario, on the flip side, a lot of good people have dealt with a lot of bullshit. A lot of good people went through trauma in childhood when they were teenagers, which probably when she was a young woman. So at the end of the day, she could have been a phenomenal person, but she may have held a lot of pain from things that she went through in her past, And when we don't deal with those things and get them out of our bodies, it does cause illness.
And if you hold on to regrets,
right, any low frequency,
and low frequency, that's a whole.
But we should really be in tune with death the same way we do with life because it's a transition. What's the one thing about all of our bodies that weighs nothing? Our spirit.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The what somebody gave you in this life can never be replicated, duplicated, or anything.
Absolutely.
Your energy can never be replicated, duplicated, or anything.
Right.
So the purpose, you should feel death as personally as you and as good as you do life.
Right. Because you develop ancestors, protectors.
Right.
That's my belief,
What TK just said, I absolutely agree 1,000%. I absolutely agree.
I do want to say though. I do want to say that
absolutely.
The spirit actually has a little bit
because
of weight,
when the
though.
body dies, the spirit.
But
the body loses 3 pounds.
faster.
When you die, the body loses 3 pounds of weight, so the spirit has weight to it.
I know that shit was kind of random, but
I ain't gonna lie.
Well, we can speak on it as being whatever,
we always try to be like knowledgeable. I learned.
But
I learned
energy
a lot.
doesn't die; it transfers.
Yeah,
energy cannot be created nor destroyed. The laws of one of the laws. I'm tipsy. It's a law of physics. Look it up.
My spirit energy.
Right.
It is law.
I believe in N. So if you look up what N is, then you understand what I'm talking about. It's but death is it's a sacred thing. A lot of people take it so personal. They cry. Oh.
That's why I love the New Orleans way. Like that's something that came over slave ships for that they celebrated that. because it's a transition of you going and being in your ancestral plane where we are, where all of us are will be eventually, inevitably. You know what I'm saying? So treat it as such. It should be celebrated like life.
Absolutely. TK, I said Kev. I'm sorry, I'm drinking, y'all. TK, give me a hood story real quick. I'm gonna kind of be in a gloomy situation of death. But death, let me tell you something. My podcast members and even yourself, they view death in the negative, but I actually viewed it in the positive. You know, death, the person who died, you have to think about it like this. They're no longer worried about the pain of living.
Freedom.
For you have to feel sorry and guilty for those who are living. Because even those who are living, not really alive themselves.
True.
Let that sink in. But TK, let's get off the subject because y'all ain't ready. I want to hear about a hood situation. Give me a hood story real quick. Give me some real niggerish shit.
Oh,
real quick, boy.
Oh, man. All right. Good friends of mine, yeah. Good friend of mine, I can say that, yeah, they good. Greg and a good friend of mine, Ramon, we good friends.
The Ramon the Ramon I know, is the same Ramon I know?
Oh, no. Ramon Hudson, good producer. He went to FSU and stuff. He doing things with his life now.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Greg, another good friend, contractor now. We all, we used to hang together, used to trap together and everything like that.
She said trap.
Man, yes. How my boy Greg, he was older than me, he used to come pick me up all the time. We used, slide out and do some things. Man, one day we got together and I called my buddy and Ant, my best friend, and I'm like, hey, me and Greg together, what y'all feel like doing? He's like, well, I got a little moonshine. Y'all come on over if y'all want to.
Moonshine.
Man.
Oh, God, last time I drank moonshine, I was white girl wasted.
Man, I rode from Columbus County. I don't even remember when we made it.
Hell, no, you ain't gonna remember shit. Real
and
moonshine.
It ain't even that far.
Moonshine stronger than Everclear.
We gone, tore up.
I started a 1978 F-150 on motherfucking moonshine. They go to the gas station. Real talk.
Yes, Lord.
Good
that
God.
moonshine, I saw stars in the daytime. I ain't bullshit.
And I felt livest I ever been in my life.
Felt like Bo Duke. Man, we get to my man's house. I'm telling you. We now get the mess me up. We go from drinking moonshine to going to getting like a whole 18-pack of Bud Light. All right, I ain't thinking nothing about it.
Bud Light water compared to moonshine. Nigga, moonshine,
it was like a boost, though.
Right.
It was like a boost. Yeah,
that moonshine, I was so, girl.
And we playing a card game. We started a card game called Cars on Crack. Nah, let me tell you a little bit about this. Cars on Crack is a game you play it if you want to. You sit in a circle like this right here. First person flip. All right, if it land on 10, you the person that it gets that flip the card has to drink, and everybody has to go around saying 1, 2, 3, 4 until it goes all the way back to 10. Whoever messes up got to take it over, and the same count goes around.
That sound like my game. Yeah. I already fuck with it.
About 20 minutes in, drink all the way drunk. Like I'm still pouring, like throwing it back. They like, yo, hey, TK, you good? And I'm not realizing I'm thinking I'm just drinking. It's all good. It's like, yo, TK, you good? I'm staring out the window of this man's house like, bro, this the dough, right? They like, no, that ain't the dough, bro. No, I'm sitting here trying to open this man because we in the attic. He got the window where you can open it with the dough.
To go off the second floor. He's an attic.
I swear, we were in the attic. The man had the dough on the window, the old shit.
No.
And I'm like, bro, this the dough, right? He like, no, man, grab my ass.
I would have yoke your ass up like an egg, my damn self. Get your ass from that damn dog.
Not the window.
Man, when I tell you I didn't know, boy, I didn't know, man. Shout out to G and shout out to Ramon, shout out to Timmy. Boy, them boys kept me together. But I'm talking about we throwing up during the game and coming right back to the table. All right, throw the next card. Yo, you talking about, yes. That was definitely a hood classic. I remember that day. I'll never forget it. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to y'all.
This is the dough, right?
I
It's
thought
the
it was
dough,
the
right?
dough, bro.
That was dough.
I'm
That's
sitting
a
there at the
motherfucking
thing like,
window.
man, this thing ain't trying to open, bro.
What was you grabbing, TK?
Huh?
What was you
Shit,
grabbing?
you don't need
That
that.
on the window is a door. It's like a door handle. It's one of them old houses.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there like this, like, yo, the door ain't opening.
Yeah.
Lit.
Oh, damn. That's the go there.
Man.
He almost walked out the motherfucking window.
Walked out the window.
Y'all,
You know,
this
I had a boy, my first love.
Oh,
He used to
shit.
drink a lot, and I woke up one night. He used to do a lot of crazy stuff. One of the craziest things. So I woke up one night, and he was standing at the window, in the curtain, taking a piss.
Oh,
I'm like,
I did some shit
Hey!
like that.
you pissing at my curtain?
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna be real.
Piss.
I'm gonna be.
Like
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be
Lit.
real.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of tell on myself. I know my producer will be mad. All right, should I talk?
I want to know.
Good God Almighty.
I want to know.
Y'all know I'm ratchet. I'm from the projects.
Let's
Uh-oh.
get it.
Shout out to Genesis Homes in Brooklyn, New York. So I one time took Benadryl while drinking alcohol, right? And I forgot I took Benadryl.
What the hell? What the hell?
I then peed in my friend's bed. I fell asleep.
Oh,
Peed.
no.
He peed in your bed?
Peed in my producer
A grown
bed.
man?
Listen, this only like 3 years ago. This is embarrassing as hell. Listen. So my ass turned around. I said, "Oh shit! I know I ain't peeing this nigga bed." I said, "Oh shit! How the fuck I'm gonna get out of this?"
No evidence.
I said, "Let me go. I gotta go to the bathroom." So I jump. I go to my nigga bathroom. I go. He's in the college dorms and shit. So this is my nigga. This is when I was cool with this nigga named McCracken, right? McCracken said, "Damn, this nigga peed in the bed. He didn't have that piss on the. He said, this nigga."
Boy, you
And then
ready.
I'm taking a shower right up in the bathtub, rubber dub. I'm over. I said, "Damn, he done talked shit. I'm always scrubbing under my armpits and shit. Damn." And I thought, when I came back, he said, "Nigga, you peed in the bed." I said, "Nigga, they ain't pee. I spilled some water."